Hey guys, I'm Rubik's here, and today I'm coming back at you with another episode of the Vietnam MOC, or I guess I should say another part of the series, since I've been calling them parts. And so today, there's not a lot of building that was done. Actually, I think that it's largely the same as the last update video that we created. There hasn't really been any additions to what, as you can see, this plate over here. I actually don't think that there's been any additions really. Uh, but we do have some updates in terms of the vehicles that I might be using in the mock. There's just some extra plates back there. But anyways, as you guys can see here, if I can get the camera to capture it all, I have parted out everything that I need to create the Brickmania M113. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to be going in this direction for the mock. I think that this armored personnel carrier, it'll just be a lot easier for me to fit in the mock. And so because of that, it might make a lot more sense than building the Huey. Another option that we have is that I actually have the MASH helicopter from Brickmania coming. And if that, if the sizing on that works, I could consider fitting that in kind of somewhere over here. Let me move this whole plate over. I could consider, let me add the light too. I always forget to turn on my light. I could consider adding the helicopter over here, but I think that if I add any helicopter, let me keep scooting this. If I add any helicopter, it's essentially going to be semi off of the actual mock itself. Like it'll be right here kind of offloading troops. I think that's the only way that I could fit it. So that could be an option. The MASH helicopter is a lot smaller than the Huey, so that might be a smarter way to go. But I don't know if you guys would like that as much because the MASH helicopter really is a Korean War helicopter. It was used very limited, kind of more towards the beginning of the Vietnam War. So I don't know, how much it would make sense with this. But of course, if we go back to the parts of the M113, this is, of course, an iconic vehicle of the Vietnam War. I actually think that I'm missing some parts. I think that I need a couple more of these. And then I believe a couple more tiles, maybe? I'm not sure. I know that I have most pieces, but some are still coming on the way. So this video really isn't a building update, but it's more of a question to you guys. Would you guys prefer if I created this mock and used a Huey, but the Huey was kind of not wholly on the mock, like it was kind of off to the side over there, as I said? Or would you guys prefer if I created this M113? Maybe I created, a couple of them because they're much smaller than the Huey, and I think that I could fit a couple of them once I expand this out further to here. As I had mentioned, I'm planning in future videos. I think that those are kind of the two options right now. So it would be great if you guys could let me know. I might create a poll because I believe that now that I'm over 1,000 subs, I can use the community tab feature, if that's what it's called, and I can create announcements or messages to you guys. So one way I might run that is I'll run a poll, would you guys prefer this M113 or would you prefer me to use the MASH helicopter or a Huey off to the side? That might be the way to do it. I don't know exactly how I am, so don't hold me to my word on that. But if you guys would like to have a say, be sure to comment kind of which one you would prefer down below. That would be the best way that you, get your voice heard. And then also, if I run a poll on the community tab, if I can figure out how to do that, I'm sure I can, but I'll need to understand how to work it. Also vote there as well for your favorite option, just so that I can get a more complete view of what you guys want. Something else I think that I'm debating is how many minifigures I want to have on this mock. I originally had hoped to have a couple platoons on the mock. So right now I have like a very small platoon. I think that I have around like 20 minifigures on the mock, not including the Special Operations Group's one. Special Operations Group figures, should I say. But, I'm not the best at judging how many minifigures should be on a mock. So that's another thing you guys could let me know. If you think that I should have more, like many more than I currently have, let me know. If you think that I'm kind of already have enough, let me know. Or maybe even you think that I have too many, you can let me know about that as well. All of those would be helpful, and all of those would let your voice be heard. Something else that some people have mentioned is my lack of figures who would actually be fighting the Americans, you know, my lack of North Vietnamese and my lack of Viet Cong. And what I will say to that is that I do have a few NVA bodies that I simply haven't, you know, outfitted with the appropriate equipment, essentially, to put on the MOC yet. But I am also waiting for some updated Viet Cong figures, some updated VC figures from TMC. Hopefully they come out with those soon, but I'm not entirely sure what their timeline is. They kind of appear to just be jumping around in releases and releasing modern, World War II, Vietnam. And Star Wars, like they're just kind of jumping around right now. So I don't really know when to expect anything like that. So anyways, that's kind of everything for this. As I said, if you want to leave feedback on any of the things that I mentioned in this video, please do, and please do it below in the comments, or once I figure out how to do a vote, do it on the community tab as well. But the comments will be best because you can kind of tell me why, as well as beyond just simply saying yes or no. It would be helpful to understand why you would prefer one thing or the other. But anyways, guys, that's kind of everything for this update video. I think it's about normal length. I know that at the beginning, I think I said this would be a short video, but I think this turned into kind of just a normal 6 or 7 minute update video, as I usually do. So it is what it is. But anyways, guys, I appreciate all the support I've gotten recently. And, do all the normal stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the normal stuff. I repeated myself there, so definitely do all the normal stuff, because now I've said it 3 times. And I'll catch you next time on the next update video.